Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. In this video, we're going to explore Black Friday. Now, I know it sounds a little bit weird to do a group reading for Black Friday. However, follow me a little bit here. Many of us are starting to gear up now for the holidays. Many people use that American Thanksgiving as that kickoff and start up to the holidays. So we're searching for that amazing little deal or the things that we need for our holiday season. Well, Black Friday is the day that many people start that holiday shopping. The roots to Black Friday are actually a lot deeper and darker than the consumerism that it is today, and that we associate the day with. Thankfully, we're getting away from that darker root and heart of Black Friday and getting into something a little bit more light and, well, easier to manage. And additionally, many countries other than the US are embracing Black Friday as a day that people can find things. So that finding and looking for specific things, that energy is all around us and in play on Black Friday. And that's what we're going to embrace. What is it that we should truly be looking for? Sure, those great deals, well, they're great deals. However, we can use this energy to gain some added direction. It's going to help us over the next little while. Last year, I created this spread to highlight and embrace this find and seek energy. I wanted to help my friends, well, find what it is they truly needed. And there weren't any spreads or anything available for it. So when you can't find it, sometimes you have to be creative. Now, like always, I have a link below to this spread so that you can access it in the future and as you need. And of course, there was really only one deck that screamed hide and seek, find and seek, Black Friday. And of course, that is the Wild Unknown Tarot. You can't go wrong with the Wild Unknown when you don't really know what it is you're looking for. I do have a link below to this fantastic deck, so should it speak to you, you can go check it out for yourself. The selections I have for this reading, I have some Aventurine, Sodalite, and Carnelian. I want you to choose whichever crystal resonates with you right now, and then head into the description box below. There you're going to find timestamps for each crystal. Click on that correlating timestamp. It will take you straight to your reading, my friends, and I will see you there. Hello and welcome, my Aventurine friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full tarot deck here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Black Friday has to share with my Aventurine friends. So we're going to start off on question 1. What should my Aventurine friends be looking for this Black Friday? The Father of Pentacles, also known as Midas Touch. That growth, that abundance. The Father of Pentacles talks about that need to focus in on all that you have, all that you've achieved, that abundance that's all around you. We have really been challenged over the last number of months, and it can be easy to be disheartened and, well, avoid or resist the abundance that we have in our life. We feel that it's not fair to have happiness and joy when there's a lot of suffering and pain going on a global scale. The Father of Pentacles is encouraging us to have that self-worth and self-belief that you are worthy of this joy, of this happiness. Because once we do, we're able to accrue and create more in our lives. We attract it to us, and we're able to manifest those pieces and aspects that we really need and that would support us on our journey. We need to take hold of what we have, nurture it, embrace it, and use it in our everyday. We have abundances across the board in different aspects of our life. Embracing them, using them to our advantage, will only encourage them to grow and flourish even more. That nurturing, that use, it helps you to overcome those obstacles with greater ease because you're staying in that high vibration. We're focusing in on aspects that are working for us and that are thriving. That high vibration goes a long way in overcoming challenges and obstacles that we're facing, here and now and in the future. So let's look at the obstacles, because there's always obstacles, right? Question 2. What is the biggest obstacle in obtaining this amazing find? And it's interesting that your amazing find is already within you. We're just slowing down and accepting that we are worthy of this amazing abundance. Now, one way that we can work on that self-worth, of course, is self-love. I did a meditation with Archangel Chamuel months and months ago regarding self-love. And that self-love, it will go a long way in believing that we are worthy of all that we have. And what's more, we're worthy of much more amazing, fantastic aspects and pieces. So the challenge, the High Priestess, the second card in the Major Arcana. And we're looking at that connection, using our intuition to guide us, connecting into that universal and collective knowledge. We're disconnecting ourselves and trying to do this alone. It's not going to work. That isolation is being amplified by many restrictions that governments are putting into place again. We need to reach out. We need to connect in to our support team for that guidance, for that support. How do we go forward with what we have? What's more, how can we use it to our advantage so that it amplifies and grows and creates more abundance and prosperity for us? We can't gain those answers alone. It takes us more time, brings in more challenges and obstacles, and creates more frustration. And what's more, it also amplifies those limiting and negative beliefs about self because we don't feel like we're able to achieve. It's important that we reach out, receive that information and guidance from beings that have a bigger and clearer picture than what we do. They're there to support us for our greater good. And we need that greater good and that guidance now more than ever. Let's head on to question 3. What will help my adventuring friends find what they're looking for? The Three of Wands. Very much a movement card. We're looking at decisions that have been made in the Two of Wands and going forward and seeing those decisions come to fruition. Being driven by our passions, by that light that's within us, allowing it to guide us and move us forward. We're using aspects and pieces of self that are working, building off of those abundances, building off of what's going right, allowing that movement. We need to be active participants in what we're trying to achieve so that we can reconnect, gain that guidance, gain that understanding, how we can better our situation and ourselves. That active participation will help us find a deeper and better understanding of what it is we have. We can't be idle passengers anymore. We need to do some work. We need to connect in to ourselves and what we're doing. That in itself will help us find greater meaning, understanding, and connection to what's going right. Let's go on to question 4. How can my Aventurine friends overcome the obstacles they are facing in getting their hands on this amazing find? The Sun, the 19th card in the Major Arcana. It adds to the light and the love and only amplifies these abundances and aspects and pieces that are flourishing, that are creating fulfillment and happiness in your life. The way that you can overcome the obstacles is staying in that high vibration, believing in self, believing in all that you have, knowing that you created that. And what's more, that you can create more and have what you have already created amplify. Staying in that high vibration really does help us to overcome these challenges. Helps us to dissuade our ego and, of course, embrace these amazing opportunities and possibilities that are all around us. Let's go on to question 5. What will my Aventurine friends gain from this amazing find? We've kind of touched on it a bit. Let's see what the cards have to say. The Two of Swords. That knowledge, that understanding. We're unwrapping our senses, unbinding our clairs, opening ourselves up to what challenges us and using it to our advantage. When we start to embrace this amazing find, we can easily turn the High Priestess from an obstacle to an ally. That knowledge, that insight, that's going to help us. The phrase, "the knowledge will set you free," is very true here. That knowledge is only going to amplify what you already have. We have that passion. We're missing that connection. When we're looking at creativity, there's two sides to it. There's that passion-based creativity, and then, of course, your intuitive-based creativity. We have a disconnect there. We need both aspects to create and flourish. This understanding, this knowledge, it's going to help you create that yin and yang of creativity. It's going to help create even more abundance, more prosperity, and more importantly, more fulfillment and sparkle in your everyday. Now, of course, we've got these double twos. In angel messages, when you have that multiple two, the angels are encouraging you to keep the faith and don't give up. And most importantly, listen to your intuition for the guidance you need. Reinforcing everything that I've been saying. I love it when the angels do that. They pull cards so that I'm reinforcing. I don't know if that's really a word, reinforcing the information that's being shared. So let's go on to the final question. How will this find impact my Aventurine friends' lives? The Five of Wands. Going to find that the more we're connected in to that intuition, into our abundances, and focusing in, most importantly, on that high vibration, we're going to reduce that conflict. People like to mirror what we're feeling back at us. So if we're really negative about self and challenging ourselves, well, they mirror that back to us. However, if we mirror that light, that love, and belief in self, that's what they're going to mirror back at us. Reducing that conflict with others, because when they treat us poorly, they're mirroring the same feelings we have within ourselves. They validate those feelings, and then that heartache rears up and our ego roars, and we respond badly, which causes a lot of conflict in our lives. We're looking at reducing that, because if they're reflecting back the feelings we have about self, and that's high vibrational, well, we're not going to react badly. We're going to feel pretty good. Again, it validates our feelings. We feel more connected. We feel more understood. Additionally, when we're in that high vibration, our ego doesn't really have a say. We're on a high. Things are rolling. We have abundances. The King of Pentacles is our BFF, and things are going well. Our ego is drowned out by that happiness and that light. So what are we going to get from this? How is this going to impact your life? You're going to gain that knowledge. You're going to gain that high vibrational energy. It's going to make some shifts and changes that helps you attract more abundances and bring in those manifestation pieces that are going to support you. There's a lot that you can use to your advantage on Black Friday, and I encourage you to reach out and, reach for the sun. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into Black Friday. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really does help people find me in the sea of YouTube, which helps to increase that high vibrational energy among the masses. If you did like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. And if you did enjoy this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page with lots of tiers and many perks. Those perks, you're looking at free readings and healings from me. Additionally, I also have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Aventurine friends. Hello and welcome, my Sodalite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full tarot deck here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Black Friday holds for my Sodalite friends. Of course, we're going to start off on question 1. What should my Sodalite friends be looking for this Black Friday? And apparently it's that card. The Ace of Swords, that aha moment. You're going to find that over the next little while, those aha moments are going to come fast and furious. We've been through a lot, and when we slow down and we open ourselves up to that knowledge, that's when we're going to find those aha moments, come raining down on us. We have the ability to connect into the guidance and support that we need. That's going to help us up and out of this situation. The important aspect will be taking that time to do so. We get wrapped up so much in the everyday grind and those expectations and those demands that we don't take that time. We minimize and resist these amazing ideas and inspirations. And it's in these ideas and inspirations that we're going to be able to create the solution that's in our greatest and best interest. So this Black Friday, what we're looking for are those aha moments that create inspiration and insight, that creates this amazing inspiration. Let's go on to question 2. What is the biggest obstacle in obtaining this amazing find? The 3 of Swords, heartache and pain. Our ego. Our ego amplifies those everyday demands, helps us to avoid what will truly support us up and out of this situation, because your ego wants you to stay put. The more stagnant and stuck you are, it believes the safer you'll be. That heartache and pain, your ego is the one that throws it in your face, that reminds you of that fear, relives that pain, so that you are too overwhelmed to move forward, too overwhelmed to slow down and observe and take note of this insight, these inspirations that will only serve to help you. Our ego can be pretty malicious that way. It's going to be a challenge to overcome it. However, we can do it if we try. One of the ways that we can overcome and start to heal some of these pains, some of this heartache, is a meditation that I did a number of months ago with Metatron. We worked on releasing and clearing that pain. And that's what we need to do right now, is release and start to minimize some of this pain so we can embrace this insight and these ideas. Now, let's go on to question 3. What will help my Sodalite friends find what they are looking for? We know what's going to slow us down. And I've given you a tool to overcome some of that heartache. But what else is going to help? Oh, the Fool. We need to relax. We need to have some fun. That carefree energy is really going to go a long way in overcoming some of this heartache, some of this pain. This carefree energy that is so trusting in the universe, knowing that those high vibrational beings and that universal energy has got their back, well, we can embrace that insight. We can connect in with it more because we're trusting in that universal energy. We're getting out of that heartache and pain, getting out of our head in that low vibrational yuckiness, and embracing all that we have, all that amazing opportunity and possibilities that the universe has in store for us. Following those high vibrational ideas and inspirations, connecting in more with our high vibrational team and our creativity. We need to get out of our head. We need to get out of our way so that that insight, these inspirations, they come more fast and furious. We want to be in the high vibration rather than stuck in the low. And that Fool, that carefree energy, that playful energy, it will go a long way in overcoming that low vibration and dissipating it. On to question 4. How can my Sodalite friends overcome these obstacles that they face in getting their hands on this amazing find? back to the swords, the Seven of Swords. Sevens can be a challenging number. However, they're also a very lucky number. The Seven of Swords talks about being truthful, being real. We need to be careful of how our ego is going to try and manipulate us so that we do stay where we're at. The more honest we are to self about who we are and what we can do, the more we're connected with this information, with this inspiration, and the more we're going to be able to heal this heartache. It's up to us to do this work. It's not going to go away. We can't put our head in the sand, and unlike what our ego says, we can't puffy and pat ourselves so that we don't feel it. We need to be honest with ourselves, face that fear, and start to heal and work with self. I know that's a lot, and no, we're not going to do it all on Black Friday. This is just something that we're going to have to continue to work on. Our ego is something that's a part of us, and we need to know how to work with it. We also need to work on that healing and that honesty with self. Aspects and pieces that we can start to take those small, steady steps so that we're progressively gaining a better understanding of ourselves and freeing ourselves from some of this baggage that we're holding on to, that our ego is packing onto us, causing extra burden and extra pain. We don't need it, it's not serving us. We need to be more carefree and less overwhelmed by our ego, just like the Fool is. It's going to take some time to do so, and that patience is going to go a long way. We need to be patient with ourselves and how this healing unfolds. It takes time to heal. It takes time to do some self-discovery and self-rediscovery. We can't rush this, because when we do, we miss out on some of that insight, that knowledge that's going to be needed to break the pattern and cycles that we're caught in. However, what we can do is slow down, receive the messages and insight that we get today, use it to our advantage, heal what we can, figure out what we can, then go back, gain more knowledge, to heal yourself more, to gain more insight on who you are. This cycle will repeat itself and continue to do so throughout your lifetime. You'll gain a better understanding of self, and you're going to find yourself lighter and feeling stronger each time you cycle through it. It's a cycle that unfortunately everybody needs to do, and it is a lot of self-discovery and self-connection that will support us. Now, don't worry, the universe will help us out with this, because as we're doing this hard work and this cycle, the universe rewards us, brings in abundances, helps slide in extra supports for us. Things go our way and help us out with what we're trying to achieve. Let's go on to question 5. What will my Sodalite friends gain? Whoa! That's what we're going to gain from this amazing find. I kind of talked about it, but let's see what else the cards want to add. The 8 of Cups, that self-discovery card. That understanding of self, it's going to go a long way in connecting in and understanding that knowledge and how we need to go forward. How we can gain more fulfillment in our day. Gain that sparkle that seems to have dulled as we hit adulthood. Life used to be so much more vibrant and shiny and sparkly when we were kids. We don't want to go back there. We want to bring that same sparkly, vibrant energy back to our everyday. Understanding ourselves and understanding what our ego is trying to get away with will help us to embrace that sparkle and that vibrance. And the final question, how will this amazing find impact my Sodalite friends' lives? The Wheel of Fortune, the 10th card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at a shift. We're looking at things starting to go your way, starting to feel better, and that quote-unquote bad luck turns into good. Like I said, the universe will reward you for your hard work, and that hard work is going to pay off with not only more insight and understanding, but like I said, that vibrancy, that sparkle, that true fulfillment, and of course abundances, and of course all that amazing abundance that we have in our lives. It will increase. We'll find our manifestation skills, they improve, so we're able to draw in and bring forward those pieces and aspects that will serve us, that will help us in our everyday. Makes life a lot more fun. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into what Black Friday wants to share with you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It helps people find me in the sea of YouTube, and it helps us to raise that vibration as a whole. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. If you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page. I've got lots of tiers and perks. And those perks, of course, you're looking at free readings and healings from me. However, I also have a library of Patreon exclusive videos just for my supporters. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Sodalite friends. Hello and welcome, my Carnelian friends. This reading is especially for you. Like always, I have the full tarot deck here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Black Friday wants to share with my Carnelian friends. What should my Carnelian friends be looking for this Black Friday? The Two of Swords. Of course, we're looking at that insight and information. We're going to unbind our senses so we're able to gain the fullest and most meaningful picture of our situation. We'll have greater understanding of us, our abilities, and what this journey is meaning for us. Knowledge is truly the key here, my friends. Focusing in on that knowledge, well, it's going to give us that direction, that connection that we're looking for. This Black Friday, we're looking at seeking out that knowledge, gaining that understanding for us. It's like that old saying, the knowledge will set you free. Well, this is very true. The more we understand, the better we can make decisions in our highest and greatest good. So, let's go on to see what the challenge will be in seeking out this knowledge. On to question 2. What is the biggest obstacle in obtaining this amazing find? the Father of Swords. Of course, we're looking at the King of Swords, kings that fully develop personality. Well, we're going to think we know it all, because obviously we must. Our ego is going to try and stop us by flattering us, by telling us, no, why are we seeking knowledge? We already hold all the answers. We don't have to look outside. We got it inside. Just hang out here. That resistance is going to come in the form of self-righteousness. We're going to be our worst enemy here. We need to be open to the guidance and the information that's going to be shared with us. Like I said, we have to unwind our senses, unravel what's binding us, what's stopping us from using our clairs. We're only receiving a very fractional amount of the information because we're so wound up and bound up that we're not gaining the fullest and most meaningful picture. We're making decisions on a small amount of information. Let's start making decisions on a lot more information so that we can make that very informed decision for our greater good. Let's go on to question 3. What will help my Carnelian friends find what they're looking for? Sorry, the Mother of Swords, or the Queen of Swords. You guys are having a sword-tastic reading. What's going to help you find that information, find what we're looking for, is taking a bit of a step back, taking care of us. And we have to do that self-realization that actually we don't know everything. I know it's a real crusher, isn't it? But we do know how to gain that insight, to use what we've lived through and what we've gained so far to our advantage. And that's going to help us out the most. Being patient with ourselves and using what we have at hand to our advantage. We don't need to puffy fluffy ourselves up by thinking we know it all. We need to use what we do have to our advantage. And one of the ways that we can do this is by reestablishing that connection with our clairs so that we can fully understand more meaningfully what we do have. A number of weeks ago, I worked with Archangel Jeremiel to create a meditation regarding our clairs. And that's going to support us in reestablishing that link and working with some abilities that we haven't worked with in some time. And that connection will give us more insight into the knowledge that we truly own, rather than the knowledge we think we should have, or the knowledge our ego thinks we should have. On to question 4. How can my Carnelian friends overcome the obstacles that they are faced with in getting their hands on this amazing find? The 6 of Pentacles. That balance, that harmony. When we are more balanced within ourselves and our energies are flowing better, and they are connecting in with all aspects of self, we're going to find we feel better. We need that balanced, centered energy within ourselves to create the stability that we need to gain that information and insight that's going to support us in forming decisions and creating that result that we're looking for. And then we also have that beautiful groundedness that comes with the pentacle. That centered, grounded energy is going to support us in connecting in and using these skills and abilities, gaining that knowledge that we need. the more informed we are, the better our decisions will be. Making sure that we take that time to center and ground ourselves before we start to connect in and make these decisions for our greater good. That groundedness, that centeredness, is going to help us use more of our faculties and remain in the highest vibration possible. Now, on to question 5. What will my Carnelian friends gain from this amazing find? The Son of Wands, also known as the Knight of Wands. We're looking at that no fear energy that's connected in with our passion and our determination. This knowledge is going to invigorate us. It's going to inspire us. We're going to have a better understanding of how our passions and our creativity relate to each other and are going to get us to where we need to be, where we should be. Realigning ourselves to our soul's deeper purpose, helping us find more meaning to our day, finding fulfillment in what we're doing, and adding that amazing sparkle that really lights up our life. The Son of Wands adds in that courage and determination with that no fear energy. So it doesn't matter where this is going to lead us. We have that courage, that determination, and that inner fire that is going to rage and push us forward. We can't stay stagnant because it's causing more heartache and fear. We need to look for that best and greatest, highest vibrational decision and put action to it. We can't just sit on this knowledge. We need action to what it is we decide is the most meaningful and highest vibrational result. Without action, this knowledge is meaningless. We need to take those steps forward to help improve ourselves and our situation. And then finally, how will this amazing find impact my Carnelian friends' lives? We've touched on it a bit. Let's see what more the cards have to say. Justice, the 8th card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at balance and that right and wrong. Where things aren't going so well for us, we're going to see that it balances itself out and we gain a clearer understanding of ourselves and how to use what's going right. Additionally, any of these areas that we may have been a little bit shady and not high vibrational, we're going to have to shed that light and love to and bring it up to snuff. Many of us have situations and decisions that we're not so proud of. We need to make corrections and improvements in some of those areas. And this knowledge will help us do it and maintain that high vibrational standpoint. So again, that we're making clearer and more informed decisions for our greater good. Justice helps to bring in that balance, and she's also a gatekeeper. We're able to rebalance our life so that those shady, darker areas, they're full of light and love. We're not holding on to those decisions and actions. Rather, we're moved past them. We've healed ourselves from them, and we're stepping clear from them. We're moving away from that low vibrational aspect into a high vibrational one. And that's what this rite of passage is rebalancing ourselves so we can continue forward in a very high vibrational manner. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what Black Friday wants to share with you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It It really does help people find me in the sea of YouTube, and that of course helps to increase our community and increase the individuals who are working from that high vibrational standpoint. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's so much more coming your way, my friends. So the best way to stay connected, so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing, is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. And if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page. There's lots of tiers and perks, and of course those perks you're looking at free readings and healings from me. Additionally, I have a library of Patreon exclusive videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Carnelian friends.